So today, we're gonna redo these curtains. These are blackout. I'm gonna show you the whole thing. I'm gonna show you how I hung them. We're gonna take them off, and then we're gonna replace them with these Eclipse blackout panels. They also have a energy savings, a little thermo energy savings with thermo coating, thermo black. So we'll see if that actually works, because in the mornings when the sun, or all day long, when the sun is beating on the glass, these are hot to the touch. Not like burn your hand, but they're very, very toasty. So my windows they're like furnaces throughout the day, and especially in the morning. In the morning it's rough, depending on which way you're facing. So we're gonna take these off, and I'm just gonna show you real quick how I have them set up. So I have a board at the bottom, which I got staples and glue. I don't know what type of glue this is, to be honest with you, but I have no idea. Could be a Loctite, could be anything like that. Construction glue, anything that'll basically stick a fabric to wood. And the purpose of the wood is kind of twofold. I can push it down. Let me get you in here. I can push the wood down because it fits in here. I get this gap that's literally about the width of this. I guess that's a 4-inch, 4x3/4 pine board. That's all it is. And this fits down there, so it's also kind of like pulls on the fabric, as you can see there, and just kind of makes it taut. Otherwise, it would just be flopping around. There would be nothing to hold it down. And the wood also allows me to roll up the board, and I have these little strings. Again, I'll show you all this stuff, how I did this, like where the string is tied to on the other side. All right, so in here, you can see this little strip of wood. It's a hard angle to film at. There's a little strip of wood. This is poplar, however you want to say it. I would say it's quarter inch thick. Again, Home Depot, super cheap. I think they're like $2 and change for a 4-foot piece. And I have 3 screws in it. I'll also show you the screws that I use. They could work. I put these screws into sheet metal all the time. All right, so this is my screw. It's a non-self-tapping. It's just a basic, I guess it would be a metal screw, but I use them for wood. I've been using these for years, and I get these little washers. You can also get them at Home Depot. They look like this. They just add a little bit of a decorative touch, and they also add a bit of grip. The backside here is just a kind of a sharp edge. So they'll dig in as well too, especially fabrics, a fabric on a wood. So we got 3 screws, end, middle. And that's it. That's all that's holding up my curtains. Now I also have this guy. This is just a black sheer curtain. And what this does is adds a little extra, so during the day. So right now, nobody can actually see into this car. It's, despite what you think, windows open, light everywhere, can't see it. And I can go out there and show you. If I was to shut that door, you wouldn't see anything. If I go this way, it's just a mirror. You see? And the light from back there is very, very faint. As faint as you see it is exact how I see it. So looking straight on, nobody can see. Obviously, if you close that door, you definitely can't see. Here we are, a couple hours later. Had to go get scissors. Ta-da! Scissors. So here's what we got going on. We got a piece of wood at the bottom, and by the way, it is hot glued. I totally forgot what I used because it was a year ago. So this is hot glued, and plus I threw a whole bunch of staples in it. And this fabric is a lot different than this fabric, which is very, very heavy and dense. So we're going to do something totally different when we put this fabric on as opposed to the old fabric. We're going to use screws and we're going to use washers. because we can. So, the reason, twofold reason. One, this is 100% non-see-through. And even though this here is also non-see-through, it is a blackout, they're both blackout. When the sun is directly on this, it looks like sparkles because you can see little tiny bits of light. I have tested it at night with really, really bright lights just up against it, and on the outside I can't see anything. If I could, it would be very negligible and not worth anything. So, also, the plus to this is the inside of this is a cream color, which gives some life to this black. Right? We got black, black. We got, those are blackout curtains hanging as well back there. Now, something I didn't think about was actually getting this old fabric off of the wood. So I'm gonna peel this off and we'll be right back. Well, I figured I would show you how well hot glue is gluing fabric, and I understand every fabric is different, but I would say generally it would work pretty much the same. Getting this off takes quite a bit of force. Here, I'll do it this way so you can kind of see the pull. So definitely works very well. So this is the adhesive I'm going to be using. Walmart, I think it was $5. I haven't used it before. I just have to assume it's going to work. I don't really want to get into hot glues, and because the last time I did this it was like a whole day long project. So this is going to go up top and it's going to fold over like so. The wood and the fabric will sit on top like so, and it's just going to get screwed right through the bottom, and the screws are going to pinch the wood and fabric together right to the top of the window. Again, you could just glue the fabric if you're doing this straight to glass, which I'm also going to do on my side windows and back windows, and I'll show you that process as well. But this one here, it's going to get sandwiched straight up between the wood. Okay, that's going to be enough glue. Again, I already did this last year. I went overboard hot gluing. My problem was, what I've learned is hot glue needs to it needs to set a little bit. When it does actually stick, you know, after you tack it together and then it just sticks that first time, it's not so bad. A key component to my windows is this little hook, and I will explain this as well. This is going to get screwed. Well, this end here will get screwed on the top of this. So this is the top, this is the bottom that you'll always see inside the car. And I'll line it up with that hole that's already drilled. I'll go right through it with the screw, and that will get pinched, and obviously the screw will hold that in place, just like that. I mean, that in by itself is pretty much very well compressed and just jammed up there nicely. Make sure this is all level and even. That's it. We'll put our screws in like so. Make sure there's no pinches in the fabric. Once this wood pinches, it's permanent. Impacts make life worth living. Maybe they're not that great, but I sure do like them a lot. There's a reason for that too, but. All right, so technically, I haven't, you know, really, and see, there's that fabric, which kind of got pinched, but that's all right. So the string is up. Now, if we didn't have the wood here, if we didn't have the wood on here, we'd have no structure, right? That's the main point of the wood. we would have to do something like this, roll it up, and that's just, I don't know, I guess it's fine. Now I could do this, that's fine. However, when I drop it down, if there's any breeze like this, see that gap? Well, that's the point of this wood. So when the wood, it's also the weight of the wood, and the way it's already kind of taut on the fabric when it's on here, and the fabric is wrapped around, and then the wood kind of holds that down, like so. So that's the point of the wood. Again, this is very specific for a conversion van and the windows in a conversion van. However, if I didn't have this option, I would glue Velcro to this and then to the wood, just like I had it originally. And then it would go Velcro, Velcro, Velcro. I'd Velcro the whole thing down and just wipe it, it would be done. Wipe it, it would be done. So much better. Just night and day. It's brighter. The lights actually do more. I love it. So on this side, the board doesn't hit the bottom completely, right there. But that's fine, because it'll always have a tension on that curtain, and eventually it'll stretch out anyways. So that's it. This is the window treatment. I understand that I explained it in a manner that everybody would have window treatments the same way. No.